What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today we are going to be replacing these incandescent trailer lights with these nice bright LEDs. LEDs are going to be much brighter and they're going to last a lot longer, even though they are a lot more expensive. Definitely worth it. So I'm walking around and I see these bolts. I'm going to use this penetrating catalyst, sort of like WD-40 but extra strong. Spray on those bolts, all 4 of them, 2 per light. Let it sit for a little bit, let that catalyst work, see if we can get these bolts off. So I was able to get it off. Those are my 2 holes right there for the bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these wires off. So this is the left side of my trailer, and as you can see, the wiring here is pretty loose. I'm gonna go ahead and replace these zip ties and get this wiring tightened up as well while I'm at it. I'm just gonna do a quick inspection of the wire to make sure I can still use it. Now I do see one spot here that I'm gonna actually cut on this either side, get rid of this and do my own butt connection and heat shrink there. That way it's just my own work. That's how I prefer it, just to get rid of that. So we will do that, but the rest of this wire looks good other than that, so we're gonna keep it. We've got our light off, we've got our bolts off, wires disconnected. These 2 holes right there is where our bolts are gonna go and our light's gonna attach to. So we've got our light here, we've got our bolts, we've got our nuts, lock washer, and regular washer. What we're going to do is, you see this, we've got a square pattern on that bolt, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna slide right up here along with this other one, okay, and it's gonna fit nice and snug. We're gonna put that in our 2 holes there. First, we're gonna put our regular washer, then our lock washer, and then tighten with our nut. Also not forgetting that between our light and our mounting plate here is gonna go our license plate holder. This is what our finished product looks like. I have not done the wiring yet, so we're gonna do that next. Also wanna show you guys this ground wire I've got here. We've got this little hole for wiring right here, and then on this side we've got it here as well. So for our green and our brown wire, I'm gonna send those 2 wires through this hole here, because that is where our wiring is gonna go up the trailer. I sent our ground wire through this hole on this side. If for some reason I need to fix that wire, or I need to replace that connector for some reason, or if I've got to work on it, it's so much easier for me to access it on this side rather than having to go to that other side to do it. All right, guys, so we are on the right side of the trailer, and I'm inspecting this wiring right here, and as you can see, we've got this little section there is chafed up pretty bad. So we're gonna actually cut that off and butt connect these 2 wires together. This is my crimping tool to crimp those butt connectors right here, and this is a wire stripping tool. This is something that even if you don't do much electrical work, this is something that you probably just should have, just in case. You might never know when you'll need it. This thing's pretty cool. So we're basically going to strip each end with this wire stripping tool. okay, we're gonna stick these butt connectors on and crimp on every side. So do 4 crimps, okay, and that's gonna attach these wires together. Brown is going to connect to the brown, and our green right here is going to connect to our green here. So very simple. Normally I would put a heat shrink on these wires, but this part of the trailer is not going to get submerged, so it will be fine with just electrical tape. If the wires are going to be submerged, you're definitely going to want to put some heat shrinks on it. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and used our heat gun and shrinked our butt connectors to seal them off, and then went ahead and put this electrical tape around it just to give it an added protection. We're going to go ahead and zip tie these up, and we're going to keep going down the line inspecting the wiring. Show you what these heat shrinks are doing. It's basically sealing it off right there. Now I am going to put some electrical tape around this as well, just to give it a third layer of protection. All the way down. The wiring looks good. I've done it on this side as well. It's nice and zip tied. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the back and connect our lights. We're at our final stage right here. We're going to connect these, get them hooked up, get them heat shrunk, and test them out, make sure they work. We've got our lights connected here. Obviously green is going to go to green and brown is going to go to brown. This is our butt connectors here. We're going to put our heat shrinks over these butt connectors, take our heat gun and shrink the heat shrinks to seal them up. And I'm also going to put a layer of electrical tape around the whole thing. That way we've got 2 layers of protection.